Hi guys, welcome back to another episode in the series of Building in Jamaica. Here I will be sharing my experiences of building, material, tips, processes, and some of the costs. So in the last episode, I kind of jumped the gun. My idea was to take you through the building process and not necessarily the preparation before building. However, a few of my viewers pointed out some very important processes, and so in this video, we will be covering some of those. So we'll talk a little bit about spraying, not too much because there's not much to talk about, and we'll talk about soil testing. So I will use one of my viewers. His name is Stephen Francis. I'll use him or his comments as a reference, as he is a civil engineer. And to be honest, we did this process years ago. This land was purchased over 11 years ago, so I really don't remember all the details, right? So let's get into it. Let's get into spraying. So in the last video, I did mention that it is important to spray your foundation before you start laying your blocks. Why? Because it's cheaper. You can do it after you've laid your blocks, but if you want to pay less, do it before. I'm gonna be very honest and transparent with you guys. I have not sprayed yet, but it's in the making. We will spray soon. So I am telling you something that I haven't done to save you some dollars, right? Okay, somebody asks, what do they spray with? To be honest, I don't know the chemical mixture of what they spray with, but you can contact, there are several companies in Jamaica that do spraying for commercial and residential properties. So you can contact Rentokil, you can contact Remo, pest control services. There are ton loads of services providers. So just get googling and you can find the providers. The providers can also do an integrated pest control management for you. So that means they're not just going to spray your foundation, but over the years they will spray when necessary. They will create that integrated pest management control for you. Right, so onto soil testing, which is a very important topic. Don't take it lightly. Alright, so I'm going to use Stephen Francis as reference. He said he's a civil engineer, and most of what he says makes sense, right? And I quote, the soil of the land should be tested because you don't want to build on swamp land. So true. If this is a new land that you bought, you don't know the history of the land, please get it tested. Not only that, you need to know the quality of the land, that the soil that you're building on, the integrity of the soil, the stability of the soil, and you also want to know the mineral content of the soil. These are very important things. So back to what Steven said. To check for water below the surface before building, you can conduct soil tests. Check for signs of standing water or seepage, and consider the landscape and local geology. 1. Soil testing and geotechnical assessment by a geotechnical engineer, of course. Hire a qualified geotechnical engineer to perform soil tests and assess the site suitability for building. Soil composition and water table. The engineer will analyze the soil composition, identify the depth of the water table, and assess the potential for several instability or issues related to groundwater. Very important, I think. Right, so Stephen also spoke about drainage and foundation design. The result of the soil test will inform the design of the foundation and drainage system to address any potential water related issue. Visual inspection and site assessment. Look for signs of water. Observe the land for signs of standing water, seepage, or areas that remain consistently wet, especially after rainfall. elders in the area may have an idea of the type of soil and any instability issues of the land. Alright, so let's big up Stephen for this information, because I think it is very, very useful and very crucial that we do these tests. If you cannot afford it, ask people around the community who have been in the community for a long time about what they know about the flooding of the land, or if the land is a flooded land. You can ask questions, because I know a lot of people are building on family land. Them have a little money and them just put something together. Do what you have to do. But if you can afford it, or if you can sacrifice some money, especially if you're planning to build a massive building, you definitely want to know the integrity of that land that you're going to put that building on, because you don't want few years down the line your building start crack up because the soil is moving, or you flood out, or something like that. There's so many things that could go wrong if this soil test is not done and you miss important information. So let's big up Stephen for that. Let's big up all the people who commented on the last video. I really appreciate your support, and just subscribe and stay tuned for more. Let me know if you want me to bring these videos more often, because I'm kind of doing one video per week, because that's what I can manage for now. But if you want 2 videos per week, I can also make some sacrifice and try to get that done. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, share, tell a friend to join, and if you know somebody who's building, send them over here and let's do this together. Let's share information. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.